Tuesday, Wednesday again, and Thursday. Woo! Let me just describe my toilet sessions as explosive. Hey guys, and welcome to Primal Genetics. Today, we're just going to talk about my first week doing the carnivore keto diet, or keto carnivore. You may have heard of carnivore before, you may have heard of keto before. This week, I have started a keto carnivore diet, and I just want to share with you what I've been through, how it was, my results, and just a kind of idea as to what you might expect if you do it yourself. Without wasting any time, let's just get straight into it. The reason I started this diet in the first place was because I was in pretty bad shape. Been overweight for a long time now. I've tried doing If It Fits Your Macros and a few other types of diets that would work for a while, and I'd end up kind of bouncing back, which I'm sure many of you have tried things before in the past, and kind of it works for a while and it doesn't, and then it doesn't. And so I started keto especially because I had some blood work done in December, which I'll show maybe a future video, where it basically showed that I was pre-diabetic. So that's a bad state to be in. My blood sugar was high, and the blood test that I did showed your blood sugar levels for the past few months. So it wasn't just a blood sugar level of recent, anything recent. It showed what your average blood sugar level was for the past few months, and mine was very high, close to pre-diabetic. And I'm pretty sure I was insulin resistant. This is something I've been researching. I've been watching other YouTube videos about insulin resistance, and I'm pretty sure I was insulin resistant, and basically pre-diabetic. And I have diabetes in my family, so it was pretty scary to me to kind of see it in plain view that I was basically that close to being diabetic. I also have some friends who are diabetic, and I know how difficult it can be. So I want to do anything in my power, basically, to reverse that if I could. And so I started looking into a few different things, and keto seemed to have a very powerful effect when it came to blood sugar levels and insulin resistance and diabetes as well. So I felt that it was necessary to start that. The reason I did carnivore, some people call it animal-based, is because, again, through my research into, I've always had a passion for what is the best diet, what is the best nutritional, what has the best nutritional impact on our bodies. And I think actually right now we live in a time where we look at more just the outside. We look at does somebody have a six pack, does somebody look good, and that is most definitely a important factor when it comes to health. How do you look? And that is definitely something I'm definitely looking to achieve. I want to achieve an outwardly looking great body. But what I found in a lot of my research is that you can look okay on the outside and still have many, many issues on the inside. And through what I have found, it seemed that the carnivore diet, which I'm going to admit seems like a crazy diet from the outside, basically just eating meat, eating chicken, eggs, products from animals only, and no veg, or little to no veg. Seems like a crazy diet, but again, from the research I'd done, it looked like something that could work for me, and so I thought the best way to go about it was to try. So here we are, 1 week in, and I just want to let you guys know how it's been so far. The first thing I want to talk about is energy levels. My energy levels were really strange over the week. So on the first day, I felt like, really good. Felt kind of light. Not having carbs seemed to be okay. No problems at all. And then the second day hit. And the second day hit, I suppose it was just my used to having carbs as my energy source kind of hit all of a sudden, and my energy dips, especially in the afternoon. And that happened for the next few days. For the next few days, I would get up in the morning, feel really, really good. And then in the afternoon, I'd get like a big crash, or I feel lethargic or tired. And then towards the evening, I feel a little bit better again, especially when I had my last meal. And that meal did not have any carbs. But I still, for the first few days, I'd say, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, that I really felt that. And then from then, Friday, I remember Friday having a much more evenly balanced day. I remember Friday being quite balanced and seemed to be kind of even in terms of my energy levels. And then Saturday, Sunday, I also felt the same. So that dip in energy that I was getting in the afternoons started to level out, I'd say, towards the end of the week. All right, secondly, I'd like to talk about my weight loss. So currently, at the start of the week, I was 120 kilos. For somebody who's 5'8", it was just too heavy. Now, I am quite muscular. I have worked out for a long time, but I am probably close to 20 to 30 kilos above the weight I really need to be. So it's a lot of extra weight to be carrying, and I've carried it for a long time, and it's a major factor behind insulin resistance and diabetes. So I knew that bringing the weight down was an important part of this, and that was a goal of mine going into this. So the weight loss over this week has been pretty good. I have to say, I dropped 3 kilos, so I went from 120. Or I'd say 119 actually. It was 119 to be exact. 119 to 116. So I lost 3 kilos this week. Now, with any diet, when people start, you tend to lose probably a little bit of water, especially I suppose because I'm dropping the carbs as well, and I'd say a little bit of that was body fat as well. So it would be interesting to see how that goes along as the weeks go by. I'm definitely going to be recording it. I'm actually going to be showing you images from next week as well as to how my body weight is looking and how my body's looking. And so at the moment, dropped 3 kilos, very happy. Definitely felt a difference. Feeling a little bit lighter. So we'll just see how that continues as this goes on, for sure. In terms of carnivore, I've always loved meat. I've always loved meat. I've always loved chicken. Anyone that knows me knows I love my chicken. I've always loved meat. I've always loved chicken. I love fish as well. So being animal-based and eating carnivore has been pretty good. I just mix it up. My main meat source tends to be mince, just because I'm having quite a lot of it, and just simply price-wise, it's a bit cheaper, and I like it, easy to make as well. So I've been having mainly mince. I also have been having eggs. I've been having chicken, a little bit of chicken, a little bit of wild-caught salmon, and that's really been my main source of food. I like to get the natural fats from those, so I tend to keep fattier cuts of meat, salmon obviously being a high-fat fish, sardines as well being a high-fat fish. I'm also cooking with beef dripping, so again, that's a high-fat nutrient source. Really good to cook with. I already knew beforehand cooking with saturated fats is always good because it can take the high heat. What else have I been having with it? Yeah, I think I said eggs already. So it's been great. So I've actually felt lighter than I thought I would. I've also been using my Fitness Pal just to kind of track how much calories I'm having in a day, and making sure that I'm not overeating as well. Because with fats, I think sometimes it can be easy to overeat. But what I've actually found is eating this way, I'm actually feeling fuller for longer. This has been a very interesting observation this week as well. I'm really feeling fuller, easier, and I'm feeling fuller for longer. So I don't feel like I need to eat as much. And actually towards the end of the day, I'm finding that I actually need to kind of push my calories a little bit towards the end of the day, just to make sure that I'm not under eating too much. Bone marrow. Bone marrow is another great one I've been having. I've been having a lot of bone marrow. Almost every day I've had a bone marrow. Really tasty, really lovely, and helping to fill up my calories as well. So all in all, the carnivore portion of this diet has been really good. It's been enjoyable. Again, for someone who's been a meat eater, of course, it's been great. The one crazy thing that I have to talk about though is going to the toilet. So in the first couple days, I'd say probably Monday evening, maybe not as much, but definitely Tuesday, Wednesday again, and Thursday. Woo! Yeah, needless to let me just describe my toilet sessions as explosive. I seem to just believe that was my gut getting used to this new transition in terms of food and not having other sources, maybe no carbs and no veg, because I did have veg a lot in my diet before, and I had a lot of carbs before for sure. And so I think that was my gut making the transition. And I'd seen this on Joe Rogan before, and him talking about when he did the carnivore diet and his toilet sessions being pretty explosive too. So I definitely experienced that. I only experienced it for 3 days. I went experience for 3 days, and my regularity pretty much went back to normal. I actually didn't go as much as I used to, which was interesting. I started, one of the things I had beforehand, sorry if it's too much information for people, but I used to go quite regularly. I used to go after almost every meal I'd have before. And towards Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I would probably go once or twice a day and feel pretty good. So, but those first few days, that's something to look out for if you are trying this, is to expect maybe some explosive sessions in the toilet. So apart from that, pretty much enjoyed the first week, and here's to a great second week. and I will definitely be reporting back to you next week with my second week review. If you like what you saw, please subscribe. There'll be more videos like this coming. I will be reviewing my keto carnivore journey with you, and we'll also be dropping some more information as to why I'm doing this as well as my results. Speak to you soon.